got in the shop today is a 2014 F-150. I do a lot of timing jobs on these trucks, and I thought that's what this was gonna be, and it still more than likely is gonna be that. I usually do a lot of cam phasers on these trucks because they rattle on startup. But what happened with this truck is it was towed in, it still runs, but it acts like it's only running on half the motor. So what I've done was I've done a compression test on the driver's side bank, and we only have about 20 pounds of compression on all cylinders. They're all even. And passenger side's about 120 on all cylinders. So I've done a cylinder leak down test on the driver's side, and we have like 1 to 2% leak down on each cylinder. The valves are sealing very well, piston rings are sealing good. So that leads me to believe we have an issue with the timing chain. So I think what we got going on is we got a secondary chain issue on the driver's side head on this truck. So I'm gonna get the valve cover off and give you a view of what's going on and try to figure this truck out, because I don't think we're gonna have like bent valves or nothing, because like I said, leak down test showed good. I'll show you that here. And I'll let you hear the noise the truck's making right here. But other than that, I think we're gonna be fine. You know, we got an underboost code, which, you know, if we don't have compression on one bank, turbo's not able to really spool up or anything. So let's dive into this thing and see what we find. All right, so valve cover's off, and this is what I found. The actual phaser come apart. That's usually what happens if you don't get them changed when they're rattling. They just keep wearing, and this one here had a catastrophic failure. So I'm gonna get the timing cover and stuff pulled off, and I'm gonna see if I can find the large chunks, because it doesn't look like it made a lot of metal. It just looks like there's a big chunk missing there, and hopefully it's not too bad and we can get this thing back on the road. But yeah, that's pretty bad. So I got the timing cover off, and I was able to get all the pieces that come out of the phaser out here. They pretty much gathered down here in this pocket, and I was able to take a magnet and get it all out. So it was just a bunch of big chunks, so I think we're gonna be okay. But if we get to look in here, this motor's pretty nasty. It didn't get regular oil changes. But there's a special tool that I have that slides on the cam to hold them. And you can see that one's, the flats are 12 o'clock. Just same with this one. You can slide your tool right on. But if you get to looking, you'll see exhaust cam's perfect. See how far out the intake cam is? So that's why we was only getting 20, 30 pounds of compression, because the valves were pretty much open at the wrong time. This cam is in the retarded state. So with the phaser broke, you know, it's as far retarded as it can get. Wasn't allowing us to get compression. That's why when I rolled the motor over, there's one spot where I was able to get a good reading on my cylinder leak down test. So got all the parts coming from Ford. We're gonna do a new timing set, new phasers, get this thing back together and hope for the best. And she's running like a brand new one again. The only noise you hear now is the high pressure fuel pump, but it's normal. So I guess we're gonna go take it for a test drive and call the customer.